lecture we are going to learn about smart objects. So what are the smart objects? Smart objects are smart objects because they are smart. Why they are called the smart objects? Because they are smart enough to know how they have to react to some effects or some layers. So let us learn about the smart objects. To make you understand about the smart object, I have to demonstrate a bit here, and then I will tell you how to create a smart object of your own in our next lecture. So here I have a character which is already converted. Right click it and let me convert it. Let me resize it. So we have a game character here and a game background here. So let me make a duplicate copy of this character. Okay, one copy. Now what will I do? I will convert in this guy here, and let us change the color. I will change its color from green. Okay, I will fill it with green. Okay, so we can differentiate here. Now let us keep it red. Red look nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click here and convert to smart object, and you will see a bit of page type icon here. So here it is our normal object. Let us rename it normal guy, and this here will be called the smart guy. So let us first resize the sorry, normal guy, command control T, and resize it to the minimum. Okay, here's a normal guy, and now I will again transform this control T and pressing the alt and shift button together, and also okay, here the smart guy. So here's the normal guy and here is the smart guy. Now let's resize it again. There's a scenario that we have resized our game character and now we said no, oh, we have to bring it back to its original size. So what can we do here? We can again press Ctrl T and just resize it again, and we'll say, oh, what the fridge, what happened here? So this is a normal guy. What about our smart guy? Let's press Ctrl T and I will press and hold Alt and Control and just reset it, and you can see I have resized this more than this normal guy, but it doesn't reacted like this. The pixels are okay, the size is okay, the smoothness is okay, so that's smart. So this is the main difference between working with the smart objects. You can create smart object of any type, the pen, the text, the shapes, anything. When it is converted as a smart object, it will react as a smart object. So that's the main usage of smart objects. In our next lecture, we will learn how to create a smart object of your choice. Thank you. That's it for today. In our previous lecture, we were learning about how to use smart objects. And in this lecture, we will learn how to create our own smart objects. So stay with me. To create a new smart object, you have to create your object first, and then we have to convert it into smart object. Here you can see I have downloaded this design from internet, and also the copyrights are respected owners own them. Oh, what happened to my English? Sorry. So all the credits are to its respected owner. So let us create a rectangle first, and we have to draw the first main part here. So I will select the rectangle. I will fill its color to whatever color you want. Let us go for green. Okay, so I will draw a rectangle here. Now what you have to do is go to the select tool and press Ctrl T or Command T. Now just press and hold the command button and drag its corner to the corner of your card, like this one, and drag here, and just drag this one over here, and last but not the least, Oh, sorry, my bad. We have to convert this rectangle to smart object first, so that we can see this smart object icon here. Again, press Ctrl T command and just click here and click here. So one more thing I want to say here, that I am not that type of guy who will draw or do some pixel perfect or very perfect tutorials. I make mistakes, so you can learn also how to correct mistakes and how to avoid mistakes. That's my logic. Okay, we have drawn this rectangle, and before resizing or replacing it, we have converted it into smart object. I think a bit of here is missing. Command 3, button, and just adjusting a little bit here. Okay, okay, let's zoom out. So here is our smart object number 1. What about the card that is laying below here? We can draw an object over here with our pen tool. Make sure that you have selected, sorry, new layer, not combine, not subtract, not intersect, or not exclude, just the new layer option. And you will start drawing from here and to here and to here and to here. Again, click here and just close it. So again, right click and convert to smart object. So we have two smart objects here. Let me arrange this one too. Okay, again Control T, Command T. No, the direct selection tool, so we can adjust its node. Control H. What? The direct selection tool. Oh, what is going wrong here? Direct selection tool, and okay, it's a smart object. We have converted into smart object. Let us undo it. Control Alt C. Now it's a shape. Why are you not selecting? Okay, here you go. Now convert it into smart object. So we have two smart objects here. One is over here, which is a rectangle. Let me rename it to the top, and the bottom here is the BOTTOM bottom. Just click on this icon, not on the layer name, not here. Click on, double click on this icon, and we will have a card shape here. Let me open the card design. I also downloaded it from the internet, and the copyrights are wholly solely the property of this respected owner. Okay, so I have a card here. Oh, so what? Open card to. Okay, so I will going to copy. I'm going for to select tool and just going to copy this whole card here. Select Command C or Control C and just paste it over here. And I will do here, I can do the stretching part, Alt T, and here. Okay, I should have created the rectangle a bit wider. Okay, no problem. So I haven't saved this document yet, and the card is just green here. But whenever I press the Control S button or Command S button, you can see the card is now here. Let me create a brush and just draw roughly here and here and here and here. Like for Command S, Control S, and you can see all these changes are being applied on this layer. Now come to the bottom layer, this one. Double click on this icon again. Now we have this layer, the design here. So again I will go to card tool and select the selection tool and just drag this selection to your bottom card here. Command C, copy. Now we can close this one, don't save, and paste here. Now the trick here is that you have to tilt your card or rotate your card according to the shape so that it can fit on this shape. Again Alt Shift to resize it. Here you can see. Now here comes the advanced or the tricky part. we cannot see what is behind this layer. So what we can do is that we can decrease this opacity so we can see how our card is going to be displayed. We can again drag our card here, okay, like here. Very good. So now press command key or control key and click on this layer so we can turn on the selection. And keep in mind that the layer 1 or the card layer must be selected. Now press this key combination command shift I or control shift I to invert the selection and just delete. And now you can see we have only the part of card here. Now press Ctrl S and go back to here and you can see that the card is now being placed here. Yes, there are some refinement needs to be done, but you can do it by yourself. And this is how you can create your own smart objects and do multiple things with them. So if you have any queries, I will leave the email in my bio in the instructor's description. You can email me and ask things. The question answer session will be there and I will happy to help if you have any problem. Thank you. That's it for today. So in this lecture we will learn about the layer properties or their styles, or what you can say it here. So what are these and how you can use these options and what these options will do for you and what are the advanced options, etc, etc. So before going on, note that this option or these options have some dividers here. So the first part here are related to the darkening or the darkened parts of the image or pixels. Then below here, these options will work on the lighting or light pixels or the white pixels of the image. These are the main mixing options and these are, I never use them, but they can be used or in some effects and they will give some good results. So let's start on. I have an image of a male dancer or hip hop dancer, and again the credits to its original owner. So I will start by creating a new layer, command shift N or control shift N on your Windows PC. So just going to fill this with a rainbow gradient and I will start with darken, and you will see that this has some darkening effects, and I will color burn and I will select on the darker color and you can see different options here. Now moving on to the lighten, you can see the lighten, you can see the screen here and light color, etc. Now comes the amazing part. When I click on overlay, you can see it's only affecting the image part, not the background, just a little bit here that can be fixed. And I can again soft light to soften the result a bit, and like this hard light, linear light, pen light, etc, whatever you can say. Okay, now again, now the below options, the difference, the subtract, the divide, the hue and saturation options, all these things you can play with this and you can see what output they give. And these options have different result according to different images, so play with them and try them out and see what is good for you. And that's it for this lecture. Thank you. We will go to the next lecture now. In our previous lecture we were learning about the layer properties, in which we have learned about the darken effects, the lighten and the imaging effects. And in this lecture we will learn about the filters option, how the filters work in Adobe Photoshop. And we will have different filters like blur filter, that noise filter, the distort filter, sharpen, stylize, and different filters here. Or we can go to the filter gallery and we can apply some filter. And note that before doing any experiment on your image, make a duplicate copy of your image so that if anything goes wrong you can have the original layer handy with you. So I'm going to apply the effects on layer 1, copy, filter and filter gallery, and here you can see that there are different filters. You can click the zoom out button here and adjust the image size for viewing. We have different brush here: artistic, the brush stroke, distort, sketch, stylize, or you can click here and select any of this from the list. So let's diffuse glow and the glass and the ocean ripple. I like this one. Okay, the brush stroke, I think I will go with the angled strokes, or no, this one, crosshatch. So you can also play with these dividers to see how much the intensity of the effect you want to be applied on your image, and again the sharpness of the effect, how sharp you want your effect to look like this. I'm going to convert it to a poster like image. So in my case I think this is good. I'll click on OK, and here are the results. You can see. Now you can do another thing, like you can again make a copy of it, duplicate layer. Okay, again go to filter, blur, and now I'm going to apply a Gaussian blur. And when you apply Gaussian blur for effects, keep it between 3 and 4 according to your image. Click OK, and now click here normal and screen, and you can see result of the screen, or you can do the overlay. This one's not good, soft light. I think I will stick with the screen, and you can again increase or decrease the intensity of this. Okay, I think it's right. Again, if you want to merge them, command or shift press all the layers and press the command D or control E button to merge these layers. So different filters are here. You can try and you can play with different and test what filter works for you, or which filter works for you. And do note that every image has different result to every filter. So try them out and look what works for you. Thank you. So in this lecture we are going to cover two topics. One is the layer mask and the second is clipping mask. Both are masks, but there is a difference between them. So let us first create a clipping mask. So what is a clipping mask? Clipping mask is a mask that clip your image or bind your image into a text, an object, and vector, and whatever thing you want to clip it. So let us start with the text. I will select the impact because it is a thick font. I will say HELL, and I will just increase the size to, let's say, I think the hell is not going well. It's a bad joke now. Okay, I think it's okay. Now the trick is here to just keep your text layer or the object in which you want your image to be clipped below the image layer. Like I will drag this down the layer 0. When you have dragged down the layer beneath the layer, second layer, just press the Alt key and click between the layers, and it will create the clipping mask. Now you can move the text according to the image and it will display the image, or you can center the text and move the image so it can fit the text. So this is the clipping mask. I think I will stop it here and create another lecture for the layer mask option. So that's it. Thank you. In previous lecture we have learned about the clipping mask, in which we created a clipping mask using a text, and the assignment I want to give to you is that you have to create a clipping mask using circle or rectangle or any custom shape. So for this lecture is about the layer mask option. Here you can see the layer mask icon. What is layer mask? It is a layer mask. Layer mask is the mask that we apply on a layer and control it using our blacks or the whites pixels. So to make you understand, let me create a rectangle over here and convert it into rasterized layer. Now we have a layer here, and I want to, no, it will not good be good. Okay, so I will open my finder here, and here I have different Avengers hero. I don't know by the name, or I don't know. So just search Avengers, and I thought that the tutorial will look best. I think I saw this type of thing or this type of tutorial somewhere on the internet too. So I think that was a good tutorial. So why not use that techniques to make you understand the best usage of the layer mask. So the credits to the original creators. I'm just showing you how you can efficiently use the layer mask. So I have a background layer here in which we can see some type of city being restricted, and we have our first superhero hero, sorry, that's Mr. Iron Man. So let us zoom out a bit, and I will put it in the middle so that I can just put it in the middle. Okay, and apply a layer mask. Now you can see here that a layer mask is applied over here. You can select your brush tool and select any soft round edge brush and adjust the brush size and just do this type of stuff, and the area that we don't want. Now keep in mind that the black will hide the layer and the whites will reveal the layer. Okay, so I will just hide it, and I will just drag my second guy here, the Hulk. Cancel, and let me resize it. That guy looks angry. So now the Hulk layer will be below the Iron Man layer, and again I will apply a layer mask, and I will speed it a bit, and I will not repeat myself. I will have to watch what I am doing, and or I will say a bit words. I don't know. So Mr. Hulk is here, and the next one here is Mr. I think Captain America will look nice here. Oh, where is it gone? Okay, enter. Mr. Captain America, please come here. Control T, and I will increase its size. And do note that all these layers are being converted into smart objects that we have covered in our previous lectures, and it will go behind the Hulk layer like here and increase it. Alt Shift, and it will go like this one. And I will move these two layers a bit here, and the Hulk needs to be brushed. Okay. Now the layer mask on Captain America, and we will hide its shield and some white elements over here like this one, and something over here and this. Okay, with all the behind the Hulk. Okay, Captain America is here, and who is next? And the Thor is here. Cancel, enter, and I will move the Thor here. This guy looks angry too, and let us create a layer mask over here and press the brush and just remove all its cape and the layer from here, also some upper part here. I'm just removing them so you can see that how the layer mask is working. And to decrease the size a bit so we can move here. Okay, so here I have done three things, and last but not the least, the Black Widow. The Black Widow, where's the Black Widow? Here she's, and the Black Widow will also go here. I think she's looking nice, except here. I cancel V, and here she will go down here, and again a layer mask and brush, and we'll brush out or hide out, and note that we are hiding it using the layer mask, not the eraser tool, not any other tool, using the layer mask option. So note that all these have blurred out here, and I will press shift and press all the layers and press command G or control G to make them into a group. Now I think the screen will look nice. Yes, screen, or I can say the soft light. I think soft light will look nice. Now all these characters have blended into the image, but I think the image is a bit darker here. So we will change the layer properties of this image by duplicating this layer and selecting the screen option. Screen option will brighten up the layer. Also we can decrease a bit intensity and control E to merge it. Now the logo of this movie Avengers. Yes, so the Avengers will come down like this one, and let us decrease its size. Okay, again the layer mask. Sorry, the brush tool, and the brush tool will erase some areas that we don't want, like this here, and this one here, and this one here, and this one here too. Just some sparkles around here. And now I will change its size to screen. I think it will look nice. Screen will look nice. Okay. Yeah, Avengers soft light. No, the screen will look nice. So here it is, the layer mask. It is used to view or hide some elements of the images, and you can see I have done some advanced usage of the layer mask too, and you can see it will give some amazing results depending upon your image or background image. And we also used some layer styles. We have also used the brush. It means that all the advanced things are being done by these ordinary tools. So that's it for today. Thank you very much.